Dude, I have to study this to read. Why is it so difficult? I'm getting mad. Yo, what is up, guys? I'm here hitting you up with a new video, wie in alter Frische. So I read through Hailey. Let's get... her skill 1 is basically a Death Down and Molten Hot, a new debuff from her. Her skill 2, and she's scaling off attack and defense. Defense break on skill 1 is in general not bad. Her skill 2 is a AoE attack, which scales with Hailey's defense and the target's max HP up to a certain percentage of Hailey's defense. Recovers HP for the damage dealt. And skill 3 is AoE attack, scales with attack and defense, inflicts and Molten Hot, grants Smelting Mastery to the ally without Smelting Mastery and with the highest attack. And that's the thing. I actually like the effects from her because it's something new. How good it will be is a different question though. So her Molten Hot basically is the effect of the equipment set expires. For non-player units, the effect becomes attack down and defense on Hailey won't be affected. Which means if someone is running an Ocean set or a Astral set, whatever it is, that set is not active anymore. And for Smelting Mastery, the carrier gains the caster's equipment set effects. That means because it says the carrier gains the caster's equipped set, means that whatever you're using on your Hailey is what your units get as bonus. So if you have, for example, Hailey on an Astralis set, the units who have Smelting Mastery will also have a Astralis set, because it does say gains the caster's equipment set effect. And the caster for this Smelting Mastery is Hailey. Then we go to the resonances. Here are 2. When Hailey falls, grants Smelting Mastery to allies without Smelting Mastery. Deals damage to all enemies based on attack and defense. Inflicts Sear and Molten Hot. Grants Smelting to... Basically, she has like a... Her R2 effect is basically a war cry that when she dies, she deals damage, debuffs the enemies, and buffs up your team. That's basically what she does when she dies. And then her R6... come on, like seriously though. New passive. Whenever Hailey takes a hit, inflicts Molten Hot on the attacker. That's all you need to know. The rest doesn't really matter. But this thing here, when Hailey takes a hit, inflicts Molten Hot on the attacker. This is the big thing. This is actually... like, this makes her an R6 unit in my opinion. The R2 unit, like the R2 effect is really like good. It's actually good because there's like a comeback mechanic from her dying. But the R6 is where she gets annoying. If you don't have immunity, when you hit her, like when she receives damage, she applies Molten Hot, which means whatever set you're running, doesn't matter, like if it's war, wind, ocean, whatever set you're running is then useless because the effect doesn't apply anymore because you just hit her. So you have to be, and it depends on what kind of defense you're using. Like if you in theory could potentially cleave, then it doesn't matter because you only need to attack once. But when it comes to more drawn out battle, it's where it's becomes more difficult. Then also we don't, I'm 99% sure this will be a silver rim debuff. So if you have a way to cleanse it, like also with a JYY or something, it's easy to get rid of it. But still, and it can be annoying. The whole idea of this new debuff and buff is interesting. At least it is actually interesting, but in reality, we have to see how good it is. Let's move forward. They added new features. There's not much. We don't care. Warm-up match is coming back. I read through it. It's basically the same thing. They didn't change shit. They didn't change anything. Yeah, but same shit. So it will be a fuck fest with Anna and what's the other girl? Like, what's her name? Marvis. It will be a Anna infested fuck fest. Personally, I probably will go for Master and stop there, because I don't want to jump into Omega Whale territory, because they, with their R6 Annas and bullshit, they can, I don't know, they can play each other. I just dip out. If I see someone with like bullshit teams, I just dip out. Like GG's for having maxed out. Like I don't give a shit. If I see bullshit, I just dip. I don't even care. Then Golden City, whatever event, Huron box comes back. Zodiac Trials is coming back. You get rewards. Solstice, yeah, event stuff. Time limited Echo is Hailey, Izanami, and Yamato. No one cares about them. Maximum amount you care is for Hailey. These other two just suck. Except, like, we didn't see the balancing yet for Yamato. Maybe Yamato turned out to be good, but I mean, everybody should have at least one copy of Yamato. But Izanami is completely useless. JJ is rate up. That's for that. Then adjustment, optimization, auto set improvement. They enhance the accuracy of auto set calculation. Did some optimization. Let's see if they did anything. Then they removed the holo battle related captain abilities. So they completely removed that. I hope they implemented, like, once this the patch comes live, the units already have different captain abilities. I hope so, at least, because Unos would be interesting if he gets like a 35% speed lead in PvP. Who knows? Knockout improvements, improve the interface notification. Who cares? Replace memo chips in the daily. Whatever. Optimize the tier display, who cares? Modified the point deduction, who cares? Added season tally, who cares? First clear rewards for certain story chapters, because they changed the story chapter, but who cares? Wait, veteran players can claim, oh, okay, that's the same thing. Added ad notification, who cares? Players will have one opportunity to re-challenge without consuming any admission after losing a point war match. Interesting. So if you lose one match, you can re-challenge for free once. Interesting, but who cares? But still interesting. After the update, max resonated Espers cannot be purchased in the shop and product sorting has been adjusted. Okay, formation preset, improvements, default settings, whatever. The no-fits, support, event, blah blah blah. Who cares? Esper ability and buff adjust. Okay, there we go. This is the only thing I really care about this whole patch. It's the balancing. Let's see. We start off with Donar. While conductor's active, temporarily absorbs his teammates' defense and attacks all enemies at the start of his turn. Damage a percentage of defense. So basically, the more defense you have on your defense, I feel like this makes Donar more of a like an arena defense type or defense type unit than an offense type unit. This ability cooldown won't be affected by enemy. Cooldown is shortened. Resonance phase 6 changes. Okay, his Reso 6 also changes, but this is the first thing. He basically gets more defense, so more damage. Basically just a damage increase, and that he cannot be skill reset. Alt effect resets the cooldown, gains 2 Thunder Blessing Stacks. New effect, explosions in the sky, instantly applies Thunder Crack passive damage. Gains 2 fun, like what? Resets the cooldown for Thunder Crack. Instantly applies Thunder Crack passive damage. Wait, and Thunder Crack was this, so... Also, now with the new effect... Oh, the cooldown isn't reset, so then you can start from new, but you automatically do the damage immediately. Did I get that right, guys? You can correct me in the comments down below, but that's what I think, at least. Let's check out Lewis, because Lewis is very simple, very basic. Let's see what they did with him, because he's also kind of shit, not gonna lie. Like, you're reading this, that's the thing I already get mad about, okay, guys? Like, I'm reading through this whole fucking shit. I'm reading through this whole fucking shit. And the only thing that changed it, that's that weird decreased thing that doesn't tell me anything, and that it now scales with speed. Why don't you highlight? Just like change it to red so I know, okay, the rest is the exact same thing, but now it scales with speed. It's so weird to read these patch notes all the time. Just change it. Do like a coloring thing. Just put it like red, because that's the only thing that changed. So speed scaling plus after attacking gains invincibility. Upon killing the enemy, reduces all ability cooldowns. So you use the S3, you are automatically invincible. And if you kill someone, your ability cooldown goes down. Old Essential 4 is attack plus 10, new speed plus 5, base attribute changes, base speed increase. I hope they have it at the bottom somewhere where we can see the new values, because this like, yo, can you just tell us what it is now, really? I like the change for him because he just gets a faster, he's a speed scaling damage dealer, he has more survivability because he gets invincibility with the S3. You start with the S2 because S2 you crit, right? You crit, you get an additional turn. You do the S3, you kill maybe because of speed scaling and so on and so forth. And then maybe because of you killing someone, the ability cooldown goes down, and then you can immediately use the S2 again, and that could be the case that you can go into S2, S3, S2, S3, and that would be actually very cool for Lewis at least, but we have to see the values. Okay, Narmer. Basically, it's now easier for you to reach max damage. That's what they did. I think this is good. This is good. There's nothing else. They just increased the amount of... So it's easier for you to reach max stacks, I think. So they just removed the 50%. So the scaling is stronger for SS3 and alt effect. New effect. Alt effect was Tai Chi, 50% chance of inflicting defense down on the target for 2 turns, which was that, but they changed that. New effect, Tai Chi, upon a crit, Alta's cooldown will be shortened. Okay, so you can spam his S3 more often. Well, that's for that. I don't know if that makes him any better. Okay, dude, I have to study this to read. Why is it so difficult? I'm getting mad! Dude, I'm getting mad just reading this thing. Seriously. Get your shit together. I'm getting mad just because it's so difficult to understand, to read through it. It's so difficult. Change it. I'm saying it again. Lilith, change it. Seriously. Ugh. Bro. Nonetheless, Aquatic Sentinel at the start of combat. That's completely new. Okay. Aquatic Sentinel, undispellable. Gold buff. Reduces damage taken from targets with attack below Biondina. So much text for literally nothing for this. So much text for this. Just a stronger AP pushback. Does that make Lucas any better? Slightly. Does it change his overall usage? Probably not. Yo, where's the difference? Yo, are you for real, Lilith? Where is the change? Yo, guys, tell me if I might be wrong here, but reading this whole essay up to this point, the whole essay, it is the exact same thing. It is legit the exact same thing. Is this now... The thing here is, I don't even know if everything I'm reading here is the complete new effect, or if it's just the old thing repeated 4 times. I cannot even tell. I'm not even sure. Well, let's skip through this because I'm reading the same. This whole thing is the exact same thing. All of it cooldown for the revive target. Okay, that's cool. R2 because you revive your units and they have all the skills available. Interesting. And our 6th change is on top of the AP boost, everyone gets an attack up. Okay. To get through, dude, this video, I'm already recording for 27 minutes. Dude, I have to cut this down. Like, from this point on, without reading the resonances, all they did was, okay, you cannot skill reset him anymore, so he can get into the demon mode safely, and he deals more damage. That's what I got so far, but let's see what his resonances do, which most of you guys don't get anyways, because, you know, shimmers and so on and so forth. Reso 2 change. The old one was inflict seal on the target for 2. That was absolute bullshit. New effect, demon rebound passive. Targets killed in demon mode cannot be revived. Meanwhile, gains some of the target's attack. I don't know why this targets killed in demo can't be revived. Why is that not in his base kit? I mean, Tevo has it in his base kit. Why does JJ not have that in his base kit? This cannot be revived. But you know what? Actually, it really doesn't matter because with Marvis, nobody dies anyway, so who cares? Meanwhile, gains some of the target's attack. How much of the attack? This could be interesting because you kill something and he gets more attack and then he can deal more damage the next time around. Old. Targets killed in demon mode can't be revived. New effect. Demon reborn. Passive. Attacking in demon mode deals splash damage. How much? Because my JJ is R5. If it's good, I could potentially pull for him, get him to R6, and then I have him with splash damage in demon mode. Is this really good enough for JJ? I don't know. Oh my god. Oh fuck. How am I supposed? I'm recording for 37 minutes already. I'm trying to speedrun this, by the way. You know what? I'm just speedrunning at this point. I'm trying. New. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Damage per hit is based on your monster's attack and defense. Each hit has a 60% chance of inflicting stun. Different scaling. New. Attacks all enemies 3 times. Damage per hit is based on Yamato's attack and defense. Each hit blah blah blah. Consumes all stacks of Rashomon. Deals actual true damage based on per stack is based on Yamato's defense. Then ability 2 changes. It's new. Attacks all enemies 3 times. Damage per hit is based on Yamato's attack and defense. That's the same thing. Same thing. Across all upon a crit cannot be resisted. Okay, the AP per se cannot be resisted anymore. Consumes all stacks based on his defense. Different scaling. New effect. Whenever granting above increases the target's defense. Whatever. Ascension is changed from HP to defense. Same thing except for the stun. He gains a stun basically. R6. Sacred Flame now grants immunity to stun and sleep, and it dispels all debuffs from Jarvid instead of just dot effects before he launches an attack. Exact same thing. It didn't even change. It did not even change. So all this text for literally we increase the damage. Rezo change. New effect to basically same shit to her, but her Rezo 2 changed. After attacking, if the enemy has more than a certain number of debuffs, Butterfly Dream's cooldown will be shortened. Does it make her better? Not really. Ashley. Okay, her R6 is stronger and her shield is a bit stronger. That's it. Bleed. New changes. Take damage based on the debuff caster. Wait. At the start of the carrier's turn, they take damage based on the debuff caster's attack. Okay, so this is increased by 50%. 50% more damage. I think this is what Bleed needed. That it does more damage because it's just so fucking bad. New. The carrier takes damage at the start of the turn. Damage 4% of max HP. Each time poison is successfully inflicted, the target's healing received is reduced. So the new effect to what they changed to poison is when you trigger poison successfully, the healing is getting weaker. I'm not sure if that does anything. I'm honest with you guys. I'm not sure if it does anything. Maybe except for PvE content, but for PvP, I mean, at the end there's like 1 poison unit and 1 poison unit alone, and that's Hilda R6. Let's talk about her. Stealth changes. New. Cannot be targeted directly, but will take AoE damage. Okay. The carrier's attacks won't trigger enemy counterattacks. Yeah, that should have been... Dude, that should have been in there since like eternity. That shouldn't... I was actually surprised that you can be counterattacked. Wow, they fixed stealth. Freeze. New. Cannot take action or gain AP up effects. Okay, that's a buff. Pack adjustment, that's it. Okay, guys, this video is already, I recorded for 45 minutes. I don't know how long it will be on YouTube, but I will trim it short, or not short, but as short as possible. I don't know. For me, after reading these changes, it feels like a wet fart to me. Not gonna lie.